out of here.
Hi, everyone. Happy Friday night. Happy Friday night. Yes. And I'm finally back with my friend Valerie Bradshaw.
Yes.
Valerie has a wonderful channel, Illumination Portal. She's an astrologer. She's a psychic. She does readings and she does charts and she does all kinds of things. And most of you know her because you've been on my show with me before. But we are so happy to be together because we haven't been together, I don't think, since November.
Long time, yeah. I missed you. But
Or
we all
early
needed
December.
to do that, right? We needed to go into all the changes and the things and the stuff. But yeah, I miss you. I love hanging out. She's my Friday night.
Yes, and in the meantime, I had my kidney stone removed, and she moved residences with her son into a beautiful new place, and so I'm so happy for her. And oh, thanks. My hair is flat tonight, Kendra.
I love it.
So I decided to wear this little hat.
It's perfect on her, isn't it? I love it. I'm like, I need one.
It's a little bling, it's a little bling bling. So that's always fun. Yeah. So thanks for being with us. And we are streaming from my channel with Valerie simulcasting. And I'm going to say hi to Mickey and Andrew. It's good to see you, Andrew. Kendra Lesher, Shine Truth, Acadian Proud, Tapioca Thievery, Victoria Edwards, Rossi, User UD, Spider Bite. It's Spider Bite. Yeah, coming to us from Australia. Yeah,
I love that name, Spider Bite.
Barbara and Barbara Heartlove here. Jill Sinanan. Yes. Oh, we go good with your outfit. Well, you know what? It wasn't very expensive. There's a place you can get stuff. It's called Shine, SHEIN. It's online. It's like Temu, but it's different company. And I have always had the best luck with them. And I could buy like 40 things. And I mean that some of them are like stickers or shirts or whatever. And it's like $50. Yeah, it's very inexpensive.
I love that.
I know.
Now, is that coming from overseas? I'm so worried about buying things overseas because of the tariffs and things like that.
Well, this is, I think, out of China, honestly. However, what they've done is you love Shine, Kendra? Good. I know. I'm glad you know. I think they have repositioned, let's put it, and maybe opened a warehouse here or something like that.
Yeah. Nice.
And I haven't had any issues because I was thinking the same thing when and he just said, anybody that's going to be against us in NATO, that we're going to start giving them some tariffs. Give me a break.
Guys, it's not going to be much longer. He's not healthy.
And Keith was saying he saw today that Susan Lynn or somebody was saying that the way he talks, his speech, there's something wrong in neurologically.
He's of course, to be honest and fair, it's very spicy energy for a little while, and it's going to seem like the sky is falling, and in a lot of ways we've lost a lot of things, right? But if you think about it, as to the astrology, Diana and I will be live on Sunday night doing this Capricorn new moon. But we've been saying for the last 3 years that we are in this phase of the old era is releasing. We would say, I would say things like this. I would say all the systems are being restructured. They're not called systems anymore. If it's life negating, it's not going forward. Well, I'm even surprised at how pretty much on point that is. But they assure me that there are many people creating a new era as the old era is being dissolved. So it will look, very touchy for a little while, but we're actually releasing to receive higher. frequency.
So, and Val just told me backstage, I didn't even know this, we were in a 9-year, but it doesn't change to a 1 year until February, which I did not know. Mm-hmm. So that makes me feel a little better, because he's ending up stuff. If you think about it, if we're still in a 9-year, it's no wonder he's not still at this.
And I'm using Chinese astrology for that. I mean, as for January 1st, 2026, it's a 10, right? So, but behind it, Chinese New Year's always is February 17th, and it's a 1. So the wood snake is where we're at. We are shedding. All of that stuff's got to come up, and it's probably stuff
that
we
makes
can't
sense.
even. We can't even label a lot of it. It's so old and it's buried in us, right? But then we go into the fire horse, and we're gonna have, we're gonna feel lighter because we've released so much, But the thing that's kind of pressing on us right now is the external world, and I call them heartless and soulless. And they know that this time frame is here. It's written in many ancient texts where we're going into the golden age, and we're raising in frequency. So what they're doing is saying, no, look over here, because you're going down. We're all gonna go down. We're all gonna lose everything. You should be afraid. Stay afraid. 24/7. That's what they do. Is try to
keep the adrenaline moving, keep the fear going.
Right. And let's face it, right? It has, because for 10 years, the 5 years before 2020, we've dealt with this. Our nervous systems have been like pushed to the edge, right? But my guides are saying to me that is, we were learning how we were receiving a new nervous system. This is what we've been doing over the last 10 years.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And it still takes time. Because we're not used to that. We're remembering who we are, but we haven't been here in quite a while. So it feels uncomfortable at first.
Yeah, but it does. It does. Wow. I know. The troops were sent to Greenland. I support Greenland, by the way. I think most of us here do. We know they don't want this. And I am really, really happy that those countries are supporting Greenland. And they are amazing. And I love every single one of them. So there you go. I do want to welcome a few more people who came in. And first of all, Salama, I'm glad to see you. And we'll do your question. We're just going to talk a little bit first, and then we'll do some cards, okay? And hello to Jules. Good to see Jules and Polly.
Hi, Shine Truth.
And Ralph's Universe. And Shine Truth. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. I love it. I love that, Victoria. Walk by faith, not by sight.
I was just going to say that. I love Victoria's statement. Yeah. It is so true. And that's where we're at. And it is all about belief and faith that there is spirits guiding us, and we're raising in frequency as that's going on. But we are holding space. You wouldn't believe how powerful you all are. We're all light workers, love workers, energy workers. We're holding space that we don't even know that we don't. I'm not saying we don't know, but we don't know
how powerful we are. Oh my God.
We don't. We really don't. We are just getting. We're just remembering that. And then, I don't know why, 3-eye atlas just popped in my head. Now that was a big deal. Now, the way my guide showed me is that all of the particles that's been emitting out of it, as it came in our solar system, it came in from Sagittarius constellation. There's 2 main degrees in Sagittarius that have the galactic center and the great attractor. Came in through the great attractor. These are huge spaces in space, and and it's going out into the galactic center. I mean, you can't make that up, but they showed me the particles and the stuff that is emitting off of it is in our helping our solar system shut down frequencies that are distorted. And as that's happening, it's raising the frequency, helping us raise in frequency. And it's been going through, I can't really say where in space I'm seeing this, but it was going through all of the Milky Way. So like the Milky Way itself is being raised in frequency.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
That's
amazing. I can't.
And, you know, when Diana was talking about when the moon was in the 7th house. Oh my God. Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah.
And I mean, and that was that full moon we were together, and it's like, I don't even know why we didn't catch it. And then all of a sudden she starts singing it, and I'm like, oh my God, that's sitting right there. Yeah, that was the full moon in Cancer.
Yeah, the 3rd, wasn't it? The 3rd.
Yeah, the 3rd. So
yeah.
So here we are at the new moon in Capricorn, right? And this is like Capricorn helps us structure, and because that's what we're doing, we're restructuring how we're going to go forward in our new recreated self. We need structures to go forward. The sun is in Capricorn, Earth is in Cancer. So anytime the planets are whoever's in the sun, the opposite is in the Earth, right?
Right.
And so Earth is that's all Cancer, nurturing, safety and security. What gives me that feeling of I'm safe? And that's what you want to follow.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So Shine Truth has a question. Is it frequency healing, Val? United perception? As earlier you said healer, it's what popped in my head. I see no duality. I see all as one frequency. Any comments on that?
Yeah, so you know that Shine Truth was just on a show with, I do Fearless Fridays with Aley. It's the Holy Spirit. So we had just read a question for him. And yes, you are an energy healer. Like he was asking if he should take Reiki. And I was getting whatever you do, it's Shine Truth's frequency energy that's healing. So, and I feel it's something and that's how we're all really going forward. Like I read a certain way, Aley reads another way, Katie reads another way, Diana reads another way. I mean, we're never all the same, and it's our unique frequency signature that is guiding us in this next part of the journey.
But don't you also think that most of the time, even though we read differently, we have there is a commonality.
Absolutely.
A lot.
Yeah. I mean, like Kaylee and I got the same thing for Shine Truth, just in a different way. She said it differently than I said it. But And we find that happens a lot when we're on these shows together. We just all of a sudden the message is there and it's clear, because you're getting bounce. It's like
right? From frequency. It's like that's also clairvoyance or claircognizance. That's what it is. That's what I have, claircognizance. I just know something. It doesn't mean I know everything. It just means that if something I can't really see, but I know it's just like I can resonate and discern that. So.
And I love that. I love that when the high frequency in your head. I mean, that's just such a cool thing. And it feels like right when it first starts, it feels like it's recalibrating things in there, right? And then you get used to it. And the more you get used to it, the more you understand the energy power you have. And and that's based on what your heart is guiding you to. So again, it's that feeling. What brings you that feeling of, I want to be an emotional healer, whatever it is. You'll know by that feeling that you're feeling.
Yeah, I'm currently teaching a class on spiritual alchemy through journaling, and we're kind of moving into all these different areas, and it's interesting to see how people are shifting. And like Val said, everybody's shift is different. It's not like there's a cookie cutter way of doing things. But we're all just standing in line. I think it's great, Rossi. I'm a Capricorn rising sign as well. Kendra says she's a Capricorn rising sign. So this may be a very, very big for those of us who are I don't have a Capricorn moon.
All cardinal signs, right? Because it's square, and this is what that I was saying to you earlier. Not only all cardinal signs, but anything within a 3-4 degree orb of 28 degrees. So it just depends what you have there. It's why I don't like. I mean, it's not that I don't like it. It's hard to read individual people's charts as on a show like this, or even on my shows with Diana. You need the big picture because you are that big picture. This is all you. Doesn't matter where it is, and there's a lot of details in there. I mean, Diana always says the asteroids are the details, like the buttons button you up. It's the truth.
That's right. Kendra, can you shift from different dimensions depending on? Oh yeah. Yeah,
absolutely. That's what you're doing. That's exactly what we're all doing right now. And we're choosing based on what feels best. Like, we're not trained in that. We were supposed to do what we were supposed to do, whether we liked it or not. That's the old era. Now we're going towards, and we don't, I don't know about anybody else, but I struggled for years going forward, following my heart, because I felt like I was doing it wrong because I'm not being productive. I'm not doing it the old ways,
Right.
But
there is no right way.
Right. and the crazy thing is, the more I followed my heart, all of these doors that I would have never known were there. Aley was a door. Aley was absolutely a door for me.
And I would have never. Yeah.
And I would have never, ever known that if I didn't reach out and said, I had a near-death experience. It was a show on that. And that's how this all got started. It's not like this. I'm not doing this for money or fame or none of that. I love helping people. That's my honest to goodness reason why I'm here.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Wow. Yeah. And what we're seeing is really interesting. I don't know why they've chosen Minnesota to be this ground zero. Maybe because he was the vice presidential candidate, and he, it's got to be. But if you're looking at it, you can see the different levels, the different dimensions that people live in, and how they have escalated their own vibration in order to deal with things that are horrible to have to deal with. And I just, you were wondering why? Yeah, me too. You too.
I kept hearing about I didn't watch the series. The North, what was happening in the North, winter's coming, which was whatever that was. Okay, so them going into the strength of people who live in cold climates is being brought to light right now. We saw what they did in Portland, where they dressed up, and they did and that's the way to really to combat this is by humor, because
my son-in-law gave me this shirt for Christmas, and it says "resist" at the bottom for the Portland Frog. Yep.
And I mean, it's adorable, it's cute, right? But that's the way you combat bullies like him. He's a malignant narcissist. He gaslights, he lies all the time. He's very sick. And I honestly, I guess.
And this week we found out the amount of sadism that exists in that person. He thrives on hurting and making people suffer. So,
and if anyone has listened, be very cautious when you listen to those tapes if you haven't.
Yeah, especially if you have a triggering event that it could trigger you.
Yeah, because many of us have been, messed with as children. Let's put it that way.
Yes,
that's not.
That's right.
It does bring up those And besides that, how did he get this far? And now I feel it's the Trump files, and I'm going to say, I hope I don't mess you. Am I going to mess you up if I say stuff like that?
No, I'm talking to Kendra. I was just agreeing with her that it's dark. No, go right ahead. Say it.
It's never, Epstein worked for him.
I know.
And I used to see that all the time. Epstein died under him. I don't believe he's dead, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah,
I'm not getting that he transitioned, but I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know everything. And there's a lot, there's so many very powerful, wealthy people in this group that he doesn't want to hurt their feelings, but he'll abuse American citizens,
Yep. And Steve, no, he's not going to back down.
Steve.
Yeah, he's not. He's already said that if they keep doing this, I'm going to start giving them tariffs. And it's like, if you keep doing this, we're out of NATO, and our world is very, very different here in this country. Yeah.
I'm asking the pendulum and Steve, is Trump going to Greenland? Nope, I get immediate no. Are we going to be let go from NATO? Well, it kind of just wobbled, but it's like it's going to be bumpy for a little bit, but I don't see that.
I think that's very interesting that you said about the cold climates, because look at the Greenland is like freezing cold up there because it's so close to the Arctic Circle. And wow.
Linda Bishop, he is actually heartless and soulless. And
Yep.
There's many attachments on him. I never see him in his, he's not, I don't feel he's really human, but that's me. Will our military resist? See, that's the $64,000 question, right?
Somebody said, and I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Dave Johnson. I don't know. Somebody said that they saw military ships off the coast of California, in the west side of the country, mutinying.
Yes, the military will resist, and I've been, there's been this really heavy black grayish cloud over it anytime I look at it, and I couldn't see anything, but that's the first time I asked the pendulum. So, and like I said, it's going to be very uncomfortable for a couple of months, but just know that anytime we've been through horrible times, hard times, wars, there's always an after. There's a before, a during, and after.
Yeah.
And that's what my guides always say, remind me. It seems long, and it is long, but there's that. I mean, I can't agree with the reasonings my guides give me, because I'm like, I think we've all seen enough pain and trauma for a while. But
you see anything for Australia?
I see Australia actually lightening up. I don't know why they just said that. Don't you have a pretty awesome government?
More so than ours.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll join. Are they? They're not in North America, so I don't know. I don't think they're in NATO.
Yeah,
but they've oftentimes worked with us, and of course they'll not choose to do that. But how are the fires going down there? Last time I heard you or somebody else tell me that you guys were having a lot of fires. So
flooding.
I tell you what, I'd love to move to Australia. I really would.
Yeah, the fires, but I'm getting it's as like the last 5-10 years, everything's it'll be the same rate of stuff. But I feel like I think a lot of governments, after witnessing what we're going through, and when this is over, are really going to come together for the people, to the point where borders aren't really going to be a thing. It's going to be more of let's come together and help each other. That's
the way it's supposed. We were heading toward that.
Yeah,
we were really heading toward. I felt, and
me too.
but Linda, you're right. His aim is to make us miserable, and so it's very hard to tell. I want to shout out to Garnet. I'm glad to see you here, dear. And Rossi, yep, the generals won't let him mess up NATO completely, which I totally agree. This I'd like to bring up because this is beautiful, and they're headed your way. I hope to come to where you are. If you guys have been watching the Buddhist monks and their beautiful dog Aloka, who had to have leg surgery actually, and he's being worked on, you were able to see them in person. People were protesting. I was getting that, now that I think about it, the Dalai Lama came to Seattle when I first moved here. That was 2008. He's like my favorite person in the whole wide world. And there were people protesting that were religious people, ministers, standing up, protesting because the Dalai Lama was there. And they don't realize that Buddhism is not a religion. It's a philosophy.
And isn't that the problem? Like, the ignorance is beyond anything we eat. I had no idea there was this many ignorant people, uneducated. and I mean that in a nice way, because I really am guided to send love to them, even to ICE, to all of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm allowed to be angry and get angry, and I do that, but it's then send it love. But it's a part of the split, which I've been seeing this for a long time. We can clearly see who's heart-centered and soul-centered and who is not. And that split is based on how we're going to, the way my guides say it to me is like, they just won't even notice them anymore. It's not going to be in your awareness. But I don't know what does that. I mean, I feel like it is I feel like we are doing a lot more than we think we are, because we're at the golden age. We're leaving the age of Pisces, the Kali Yuga. There's a lot going on. And as it's been written in many ancient texts. This time was coming. It's based on the precession of the equinoxes. We're right there at that time. My goodness, we have Saturn and Neptune conjunct 0 degrees again, as they met and then retrograded on February 20th this year. That is one of the demarcation points of the new era. 3 days before that, we have the fire horse, things go into a 1. There's a lot of astrology that moon is an eclipse, and then that's a new moon, and then the next one is a full moon, and that's an eclipse. So after we get through the eclipse season and actually go to spring equinox, which is 0 degree of Aries, so it's like it's hitting twice. It's signaling to us twice, so it means something important. That's when we start getting that full steam ahead. I don't know why they just said, do I do that? It's gonna, because it's going to feel like it's ready. Like, okay, I just got this sigh of relief. Something happens by then.
So Celtic, you well know, is an astrologer as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying that Neptune and Saturn will be at 0 degrees Aries on conjunct February 20th, 2026.
Okay.
Oh, you're saying that on 125 is it goes back in Aries then. Yeah, but I'm saying when they're conjunct, that's big deal, because that hasn't been seen for 14,000 plus years. So everybody has a couple of people have different times, but I say it wasn't even at 0 degrees Aries, so it really hasn't happened. But anyway.
Yeah. Wow.
There's a lot new coming in here.
Thank you, Garnet. You're such a sweetheart. Yes, Keith falling over that time on the deck chair. That was quite. I walk out of the RV and there he is with his feet in the air. That's quite something. Anyway, Thank you so much. We're going to take some of your questions. You think Australian Canadians are going to go down the same path as we are once they saw the Trump? Yeah, there are some. There are some that are acting that way. Do you know?
No.
Do you know that woman who won that? She won the prize, the Peace Prize, or whatever it was. She actually gave it to him. And they said there is no substitution. You can't give it to somebody else. But she gave it to him. It's like,
okay, so see what that does, because I hear all this stuff and I get angry, right? And that's what they want. They want, wow, wow, would you do that? Really, it's.
Yep, you're right.
It's
just trying to trigger.
Yeah, and she's just as heartless and soulless as them. I mean, you have to be. Well, I could say a couple things, but I'm not. It's just, it's just unbelievable how they have pulled together. Now, I want everyone to look this up. Astroturfing, as in connected to politics, because this will explain to you chatbots and why it seems like it's a psyop. This is all a psyop. And once you really know that, this stuff, does it piss me off? Yes, but it doesn't trigger me like it was, because it was really getting to me. But I kept digging and digging, and a couple people helped me out.
Wow, that's pretty interesting.
So look that up. If there's MAGA chatbots, that's a billions of dollar business.
Sure.
Billions to be in these chats, to get you triggered, to so they know what they're doing. Don't give it to them.
Yep, absolutely. I put it in there. It's like AstroTurf, but astroturfing is what it's called, which is fake grass. So it makes sense. Fake people. Yeah. So let's see.
Okay. And that's a good point. I'm sorry. Jill's in Nobel Committee seemed to not have done her research. First of all, as we were talking about all those old systems, those life negating systems, they were all shady, and you bought your way into a lot of it. I don't know if this is true about the committee or not, but that's the first thing I got.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Well, and she was the one that had to leave. She was the opposition leader. He felt bad for her initially. And then he puts in the vice president as the president, who says that he'll work with her, and she's saying she has allegiance to Maduro. It's like all this crazy BS going on.
Okay, now listen to what you just said. This is a reality TV show in the making. That's why I don't let it come at me. I can't, because I get really angry. If I were to think it was true, if I really believed he had the support he had, I would be devastated, but he doesn't.
I agree. I think that's what disappoints me. If I do see that astroturfing stuff, I'm thinking, I didn't think it was that popular, but it's to make you feel like you're losing your mind. Right. So Celtic wonders
Celtic seer, exactly.
If he will bomb. Yeah.
Wait, what is it? Do you think
they've lost, I don't know, probably close to 5,000 protesters.
Okay, well, I don't know how deep down the rabbit hole you want me to go, but I can say a couple things if you want.
All right. Yep, you can. If you want.
Behind all of this is Zionist extremist Israelis. Now, not all Jews are bad. There's a lot of Jews
between Jews and Zionists.
Right. And we have the same thing as in Christianity here, right? But every war, everything that's been started in the Middle East, it has been because Israel wanted it. Yep. And we pay Israel a lot of money. IDF soldiers are training ICE right now. They have base in Israel. there is a lot of shady stuff going on. We give billions of dollars to Zionists, Netanyahu, BB, Netanyahu, Israel. And I mean, we just passed another, they call them all different names, right? But it's another $8 billion or whatever. They have free healthcare, free education. They pay the parents and the child money every month until that child's 18. They have all full retirement. Their military has full retirement. None of that is here. And we have heard Trump and Kushner and all, they're wanting to take Gaza and make it a resort. And they have totally destroyed that place. And there's no Hamas. That was inside. That was Israelis on the inside creating ISIS, Hamas. It's all been
he wants to do the same thing with Cuba. He wants to take it over. Casinos and all that stuff.
I know he wants to do
as if he's going to be around forever and ever, right?
Oh, no, he's not. And but I think Iran is really going to speak up and smack it down, you know. But okay, so we're looking at the Ayatollah, who's not a good guy, right?
Right.
But whatever happens here is going to make enough movement that the people can get their freedom back. Now, it's not going to happen overnight. You know, this stuff is going to take a couple years, but we see whatever's starting now. This is the important thing. Whatever's starting in this time period is pivotal because it's going to play out in the next couple of years. And that is, okay, and there we go back with frequency, right? As we raise in frequency and we don't let that stuff attach to us, it's hard as hell. It's hard. I know. I get mad every day, and I'm allowed. You get mad, you let it go, and then you go back to none of this is real.
Take a nice hot shower, get those ions moving.
And it's like, oh my God, like and like we are at this point where we're leaving one age and going into a higher age, and that's called, and there's always a chaotic period then, and we've been in this chaos period, and those heartless soulless know this period is coming because they've really had control of humanity for over 26,000 years. It's been a long time, so we think a lot of us aren't really understanding there's war, they're going to kill us, I'm going to starve. Look, he already said he wants to cut off all the sanctuary cities getting any kind of funds from the government on February 1st. And those blue states should say, we're not sending you any money anymore. Here's, you know.
And Ross, you're right. They left their ICE agents left their cars, and people got in and found out an awful lot of information.
I know.
They should never have let out. And I adore those people. Oh my God! I just adore.
Did you see the ICE list while it was out? Did you get to see the ICE list?
I did. Yeah, it was amazing.
I mean, there's to this. It's deep old religious stuff, right? Celtics are yes. Hamas, Hezbollah. Karma's a bitch. Exactly.
Well, all right. So we're a little over a half hour. So let's go ahead and move into our readings that people have been waiting for. I have, let me know you're here, Salama and Risty and user UD2 and Victoria and Andrew. I have your question here as well. So thank you so much, everybody.
I love being here with all of y'all. This is a beautiful energy, and I'm sorry we're talking about some really deep things, but this is what's going on. I, in my beliefs, don't think it's going to stay like this for much longer. We're going to find our way up out.
I hope so. I almost resist saying anything because, I mean, I want to be as positive as possible, but I also don't want to invoke any what's the word I want to say?
Blow smoke.
I don't want to blow smoke up anybody's butt. No way. So
I don't either. That's why I always say it's gonna be really hard. I just don't know for how long, But by the astrology, it looks like spring equinox is where we get to take that breath.
Well, that would be nice.
Yeah. So I'm praying. I'm praying and hoping.
All right. So Salama, thank you. And thank you, Victoria, for letting me know you're here. All right. So Salama, you currently are jobless, and I'm sorry to hear that, sweetheart. So let's see if something's going to be changing for you. Interesting that I got the travel card first. And I don't know if this has to do with you maybe moving somewhere or traveling to another job or working somewhere else. Or you may have to, but it says explore what's calling to you. Mm-hmm. So I would say sometimes we immediately think, oh, well, I don't know if I'll like that job. I don't know if I can do that job. Oh, I'm not that good at, maybe try it. Try and see. Sometimes these things sneak up on us. You will have the ripple effect that you want, which means that it will make an impact on you and that you may end up being perhaps employed somewhere. And, you start out at this level and they like you so much and give you a better job. And they say everything has risks involved. Relationships do, jobs do, life is one big risk. But it says here to weigh the risk. And if you believe in your gut that this is a good thing, then take the chance.
Beautiful, beautiful. Because that's exactly what I was getting. I got communication first. So I was like, oh, she's going to hear about a job. And she needs to speak exactly what she wants. Communicate to your guides. Communicate to this energy around you. That's the Knight of Swords, right? And that Knight of Swords it's all the mental stuff, right? It's all the communications, communication. Communicate with your higher self. Find your way, because you feel kind of lost, right? Here's the moon. It seems very cloudy and blurry, right? The thing is, okay, and they're saying that new moon on Sunday, write your intentions out. Speak it into reality. And don't dream big. Don't say, oh, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. Don't do all that. Write down a few things that you want on that paper. And because once you do that, there's the full, you're on your new journey. Yeah. So, but it's about believing in ourselves, our heart, right? You got it.
Trust
your gut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So Jill was saying, stop watching the news and some YouTube videos, listen to music. And I was saying, I've been watching all the old movies. Last night, I watched a 1966 movie with Robert Redford and Natalie Wood. And I was watching stuff with Cary Grant. And it's like, I'm just going to go there because they lived through times that were difficult. And they made it out of those times. And so that's kind of a really good, a good way.
That's perfect, Aley. I mean, because they lived through some really hard times.
They did. And they did. Yeah.
And that has been the message. It's like, okay, yes, you of course you want to stay informed, but do not stay there. You couple minutes a day, or scrolling for a little bit, whatever you do, and then you go do what you love. You do something uplifting, something to bring you joy, like watch movies.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so let me know, Risty and Andrew and user UD2, if you're here, because I didn't see that you did. So I'm going to move into Victoria's question right now. But if you're here, we will come back to you. I just need to know that you're here. Yeah, Robert Redford.
Cary Grant, I just love him. It's hilarious.
Okay, thank you, user UD. Okay, we'll do you next. Andrew, you're here. Good. Thank you, sir.
Oh,
all right.
You just did that. Are you sure? Okay, so the Gemini, because Victoria are Gemini, we have Chiron squaring. We got to talk about this. Chiron is squaring Mercury. We have Mercury, Venus, Mars, all in Capricorn with the sun, and pretty soon the moon in about 24 hours. So that square is going to dredge up in all of us. It could be anything. It could just be, I don't like the way she talks to me, to a huge thing. But this is the remnants, right, of what we've been releasing the last 10, 20 years. So let it come up, acknowledge it. I don't know why they're saying, okay, so they're saying communicate. Take your time. Go slow. Yep. It's hard for Gemini. They just got so much energy coming in.
I know. That's my husband. He's all over the place. Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. And Val and I were talking. I was telling her a story about a student that said I was a bully. And it's like, that's like the last thing I am. So there's that energy, you see.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, very spicy. And then we have, so it's going to square Mars and Venus. And this is going to play out till the 27th, which is also a spicy day.
Yeah.
So just take the rest of this month, really take until February 17th, 20th, and just listen to your guides. Because that was the second thing you got, Victoria. Go into meditation. Use that communication, that brilliant communication that you're connected to the higher realms with, and go into meditation, and this will spur more growth for you on the inside.
Beautiful. Yeah. So I get the wonderful imagination card. So overthinking, but using your imagination is a fabulous thing, because you can take what's here and bring that out to the outer world. So the card is just gorgeous, and it's like, look at all of the things that are there. And it says here that it is your time to shine. And I love this because there's a little deer inside of a lit up woman's dress, and look at that. The moon is like the head.
That's adorable.
Isn't that cute? I love that. That's so cute. And then it says, you have a safe place to land. And I know it's not the fall, but we all need that safe place to land. So, you can use your imagination and know that you have a safe place that's where you hold your creativity and your imagination. So
I love that you brought that up, imagination, because Neptune's been sitting at 29 degrees Pisces, the last degree of the zodiac. That is just sitting there for a while. And it's saying Pisces is the dreamer. Use your imagination. You can become anything. We've been recreating ourselves. We've been going through all kinds of changes. Write it down for this new moon. Yeah. What is your dream without any limitations? Allow yourself to
and don't worry about the way it shows up.
Right.
Boy, oh boy, you couldn't imagine what it would be. Yeah. That's fabulous.
Pretty.
Thank you, Victoria.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one we have is user. And Rossi, thank you. I'm going to bring up your posts as soon as we're done the readings. Okay. So a message from your spirit team. All right. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh. I think you're dreaming. I think you're really putting that contemplation in.
I agree.
What it is you want to create, or where you want to go. I feel like you have a plan, or you're forming a plan.
I have the clearing. And so I'm thinking that, once we clear things out of the way, and I'm going through a purging right now with junk in my house. I'm just getting rid of all that junk. Who needs to carry all that load? So you got the clearing up ahead in order for you to have your wildest designs or your wildest dreams come true. Really, look at the way she's tiny compared to these beautiful big flowers. And finally, they want you to make sure you stay in wonder. You don't have to open the door if you don't want, but doors are there to be opened.
They really are. They really, really are. Because you got 2 3s. You got the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. Like, he knows that what he wants is available. It's there. The universe is going to provide. And then you got the Ace of Wands. This is creating new. This is creating something new. And I think it's with other people. Or this could be your team. Okay? This could be your team. Definitely. I feel you have like you got something already in the works. Let me know. I love what Rossi said. The trade for things. I'm being guided to do that here, Rossi, is find out if there's a place to barter, like pull the whole community together. And, somebody needs a roof, somebody needs their engine fixed, whatever.
I love this too. Learn who your neighbors are. Because there was a guy that had a near-death experience. It was a young guy, and he was saying that he saw a big table and people arguing over the food, and everybody was really awful to each other. And he said, make the tables small. Make those tables small, because that would be getting to know your neighbors. And I mean, doesn't mean your next door neighbor. It could be just your community that you live near. It could be anything. So, that's wonderful. All right.
Oh, that is so cool, Kendra. Her little son is asking why he can't trade instead of using currency.
Good for him. He's smart.
He's already.
He's probably it's his reincarnation. He probably was able to do it before.
Yeah, and he's coming in with he's way ahead of himself, is what I'm hearing.
Yep, it makes sense. You're welcome, user. Risty, are you here? Let me know, okay? We have Andrew first, and what I have to say is we can read this, but this is a third-party question, basically. So what it means is that we can't invade her privacy, but we can talk about the energy that's around and surrounding her. So that's what we're going to do. He is, I bet he's an old soul. Yeah. That's all. My son he said things you'd never, ever believe. Thank you, Drew. Yeah.
Mine did too. I was like, what?
Where did you come
from? Andrew, I'm sorry for your niece. She's having an inner battle, obviously. Here's, you see, this is a 2 of cups. And you see how it's 2 dragons just kind of staring at each other. She's stuck, right? How old is she, I wonder? She's going through it. The energy is stuck. I'm feeling stuck and unable to see any kind of light. That's what she needs. She needs to see the light, or showing the light a little bit.
Yeah. Wow. It's interesting here because I first get transfiguration, and transfiguration could be that's what they called it when the body of Christ, the bread is the body and the wine is the blood and all that. But there's some kind of a transfiguration going on, some kind of a movement into something. But look at what comes up. Stuck is what Valerie said, right? She needs the Tao of flow. She needs, if there's any way that she could understand that we can't make things happen, we have to allow things to happen. And that's everybody. I mean, but in the Western culture where we live, most of us, we are told, she's 25. Okay, 20s are tough. We are told that we have to work hard and we have to make things happen and we got to push everything. And in the Eastern culture, they say, let it flow, let it go, let it flow. Don't worry about it, let it go. And we weren't taught that way. And so it's really, really hard for us to accept that we have to release whatever it is. And I hope that what's ever stuck can be released. And I hope she's maybe getting some help from a professional person.
And I was also getting out she's cracking open. When I say it like that, that's cracking open. She's remembering that she's more than this job that she just graduated for, but she feels guilty about it, right? Because like Aley said, we're taught to go to work, be productive, would not flow at all. And maybe that I mean, there's so many things that we could do to help somebody, right? And it bring some light to her is what I keep hearing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. She's a
light.
college graduate, disappointed she's unable to get, and that actually is not unusual.
No.
It really isn't. I remember going to get a master's degree, and no, actually my first college degree, and I changed my major to interdisciplinary, and they never heard of that word back in the 70s before. And they're like, you'll never get a job. You'll never get a job. I was the most able to just use those skills I had in some kind of a weird way that still gave me so yeah, I certainly hope we are in a recession. Yes, we are. And that too.
And
yeah.
I mean, while this is going on in the external world, in the circus out there, it's not going to be easy, and it's depressing, right? It's bringing the energies down for many of us. And then you feel like, oh, I can't get a job, can't do anything. But I love what you like what Aley just said about that word interdisciplinary. Aley paved the way, right? And this is what happens. You kind of like become what it is that somebody else might not understand what that definition is, but you make it a definition that fits you. That's where I feel he's going into.
Yeah. If you've got confidence. For me, it was like I was an English major, and then I thought, well, geez, I don't want to just be an English major. I want to know more about this. And so I want to take all the disciplines and bring them together and see what kind of information I can find.
I love it.
And of course, that actually is humanities or liberal arts degree. And people make fun of that degree because they say, you have a liberal arts degree, and would you like fries with that? That's what they do. They bastardize us. Yeah. But you know what? I got there eventually.
You got there. And this is another one of the systems that are going through a huge transformation, and that's the card. Like, you got that card, not transformation. You had the other. But why go for 4 years? We can learn so fast. We can look how the cyber and internet they do based on certificates. Like they're doing well. We're changing. Everything's in that flux.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. But at the same time, I have to say the worst decade of my life was my 20s. I hated it. And that doesn't mean everybody did. But, she's got to find her reason. She's got to, that's what's your reason for being here? And, sometimes that's just real small. Sometimes it's to hold light for other people and to be kind. And there's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, we wish her well. We certainly wish her well. Yeah.
I like that, Rossi. She can do hobbies. Do what you love. Right. If you're following your heart and you're doing what you love instead of what you're told.
Yeah. Don't let anybody else tell you what to do.
Right.
That's right. So I love this. Rossi's suggesting we stock up on any kind of supplies that we might have. Not like people did during COVID, where you're wiping out total toilet paper rolls or whatever, but put away, just buy an extra one maybe each week. Because if the supply chains break down, we got a problem. And she's right. ICE has been targeting truck drivers and others. I mean, in Minnesota, You can't go to work and then come home at night without being harassed by driving in a neighborhood that they're in. It's just really bad. So I love the trade for things. I love that. Shop local mom and pop.
Yep, that's what I'm doing too, Rossi.
I absolutely love the food at Chipotle. I don't know if you have that in your city, but he just gave $15,000 to ICE. So guess what I won't be doing?
No Chipotle. Yeah, anybody I know that's
Yeah.
don't and Hilton, forget about it. No,
Yeah.
no.
That's right. That's right. Hi, Denise. All right, you go back into hibernation. That's all right. That's all right. Andrew, I just have to say, I love that you are concerned about your niece.
Yeah, it is.
That makes me very happy. Yeah, it really does. So yeah.
And she is cracking open. She is like, and that's hard for 20 something. They're waking up a lot earlier than we did. You know, a lot of us didn't really wake up until 50, late 40s.
Yeah.
You know, so they're definitely going to wake up a lot sooner. And there's a lot more of us here now, though, that I know when Aley and I were waking up, you couldn't even find information on what was going on with you.
No.
You thought you were crazy.
If you wanted to read a book or you wanted to find, I remember when I found a lady that lived about 8 miles from my house that taught the tarot. And I went to her for a while, a little while, and it was like, wow, she's very cool. You didn't find that otherwise. You didn't have that happen.
And anybody that would know about it would joke you or say, what?
Yeah, I know.
Serious, get real.
And there are still people that do that, unfortunately. But you know what? Yeah, whatever you want to do is your business and no one else's.
That's right.
So let's do as we close up here, Val, let's do a community read for all of us.
Let's see.
I love that, Jill. You heard from psychics who read for clients that whatever you want to know is downloaded in your head and you don't have to spend a lot of time studying. You want to play and sing and play musical instruments, you'll be able to do it.
That's right. Yeah, and you just got to ask your guides.
Yeah.
I did that with astrology. They were saying to me I had to learn astrology, and I was like, I loved it. I was always into it, but I would never have considered myself a master astrologer. I still don't.
Right.
But
well, it's always something more we can learn.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's constant. Yeah. And they said, well, just ask for your astrology guides. And I was like, I have astrology guides? Sure. So I called them in. Boom, things came flooding in. So when I read charts, it's just like boom, boom, boom. It's crazy.
It's interesting. I just did a video. I was told by my guides do the video on this, and I didn't have any notes. And I did the video, and then people were saying, "Are you going to do a class on this?" And so there's a new class coming up in March.
Nice.
So working with your family wounds and what you can do.
Cool, Aley, I'm so excited.
Yeah. So everybody, this is the collective read. Don't look at just money that you need, because it's great, but there's abundance in so many other places. Yeah. You have the love of the community. You have, hopefully you have food and you have a place to stay, and you have, but abundance comes in many forms. And then they're saying, we are all rising. Look at that. Oh my God. We're coming out of the fire and we're moving into the new world. And it's all about your perspective. You can be doom and gloom all the time and say things aren't working out, or you can say, I'm realistic and I'm going to balance this and this. I'm not going to stay in my head all the time, and I'm not going to stay grounded all the time. I'm going to balance that, and I'm going to balance being happy and being angry.
Yep.
And that's what Val said earlier. So
we have to feel all those feelings. There's no way to ignore them. It's very disturbing. It's disturbing our souls, really.
Yeah.
But we're going to get through this. I'm promise. I hate to say I promise, but I really feel that in my heart that we're going to get through this. And look what I get. Rossi, okay, first of all, let me say this because I'm like, communal markets.
You can't make that up.
You can't make it up. Trust that all you need will come to you. And that's what Aley was just saying.
Yeah.
Trust that it's right there with you. Okay, they want me to go with this one too. My goodness. Group consciousness, embrace oneness. Say, look, everybody. And that's what Aley just showed us with the fire, for the lady in the fire. But this was what I picked. Navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. As I was talking about the astrology. And then I got divinity, which is every moment is filled with divinity. Cherish it. Yeah. And then I got miracles. Miracles are everywhere. Keep the faith.
I'm hearing Marty Balin, who sang miracles. Hi, Maureen. It's good to see you, honey. We're all done. Yeah. I did put up my website, guys. If you're interested in any classes that are coming up, you can find the information there and everything.
Oh, nice, Aley.
So check it out. Check it out. Sign up if you want to receive any kind of what is it? Not messages, but announcements or whatever that things have changed. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Thank you for being with Valerie and I this evening and sharing the good and the bad and the beautiful.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
We really love you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.